Could you spot me 65 cents? I've gone through all of my pockets. This cocksucker barman's gonna end me for the price of my whiskey and coke. New York City, she's no fucking joke.
So the song New York City was one of the first 3 songs we did in that first session. And it was a song I'd always loved to do live because it just seemed to tell a nice story. But the more I'd go back and listen to it, the more I'd go, it's just that. It's just a simple story. It didn't seem to have the punch of a song like Black Cathedral or the fragility of a song like Dead Leaves of Roses. It was just a story about 2 guys in a bar. And because of that, I just started to feel like it dipped, and I was ready to throw it out.
Heroes out of lookers like you. New York City's too good to be true. But oh, ask back in Kansas, you'll find the consensus is I've reached the top here. And though I appear broken, breathless, I'm young and I'm reckless enough to not know when to stop.
There's a bar in Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan called Rudy's Bar and Grill. And it's one of those places that you just expect to see out-of-work actors in, drunks and junkies and callboys in. It's famous for having cheap beer, and the bartender gives away free hot dogs. And so it's kind of heaven on earth for those kind of people. I started to think about what kind of conversations go on in a place like that at 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning when everybody's going home. And came up with the story of this male prostitute who's picking up a potential John at the bar. And the song has a lot of his sort of sales pitch.
You're uncomfortable, you stare at the beer you've been drinking and wish you was gone. Shit like at Hooters, you'd be free from the losers like me, plugging strangers for kind words and smoke. New York City.
So after about a week of going back and forth as to whether or not the song should stay on the record or not, T just came with this idea. He said, it plays in sort of a dive bar. What if we put some cheap, trashy sounding horns on it? And he spoke to a trumpet player friend of his, and they put some horns down, and just by sheer accident going back into the vocal booth, the trumpet player gave a whistle, and it added this great sort of urban cowboy, late 60s vibe to the song. And it turned the song into the film that I had in my head. And you know, with the trumpets and the whistling and the drums and the extra voices, it really has turned into a little theater piece, and it's turned into the jewel of the record for me. And all the more the jewel because I was so ready to get rid of it.
In New York City, there's always a way.